Let's bring the cheerleader up and give her a big round of applause. And she's going to amplify and continue on some of the remarks that I made about enhancing your presence in person, on camera, online.
Thank you, Mark.
Oh,
thank you so much. So let's bring the energy into the room and let's have a little fun, because I do believe that this is a gift. I love speaking to people, and I love the power of collaboration. If you ever hear me talk, you're going to hear me say that over and over again. And it means that we are a small community in aesthetics, nationwide and globally, is that we truly can maximize our impact everywhere we go, because we are from the United States and we have the least restrictive rules in social media. So even if something's released in Europe, then when it's released in the US, the attention follows. So we have an opportunity just being right here. And sometimes we don't realize how big that power of global outreach is, that we can impact lives in every community around the world and really work together to build best of practice models in marketing, in our practice, in patient care delivery, in everything that we do. I had the pleasure of meeting Julie Horn in LA, and we're going to Switzerland to visit her. We trained with her virtually, and this is a testament to how much I love lip injections. That's one of my massive passions besides marketing. And the fact that I got to meet Julie all the way across the world, she's in South Africa, this is something that shows you start locally, you then go nationally as a speaker in a very short period of time, and then suddenly you are on global platforms. And just by creating your brand and who you are and writing some abstracts to deliver to different presentations, you can present in Monaco, in Taiwan. I did a global podcast with a Brazilian doctor, and you can reach people all over the place because people are hungry for education. So I want to encourage you to really think about that and about how massive of an impact you could have. Laying the foundation. Number one, you want to be very intentional as you create your brand story, because your brand story is who you are, both personally and in your business. And I can tell you, I did not have an Instagram when I first started my business. I actually come from the world of emergency medicine, where people are stalkers or drug seekers, and you don't want them to know you. And until I left, I created my Instagram, but I kind of left that mindset behind, and I said, you know what, in aesthetics, we have to have an Instagram. And I started my business Instagram, then I started my personal Instagram. And I was very intentional in laying my foundation. Next, we have custom rooms. So we have rooms designed with different phrases. All of our rooms are named different people's names. And we have even an influencer room that I'll show you in just a second.
Hey guys, welcome to my room. My mom's definitely very happy about this. She came in here and she was like, pictures. You love your lips? I had no idea. And I was like, what?
Our videography crew, so the Cosmetic Lane is here today. They come and produce content so I can get it and use it on all the channels, your website, and you repurpose it just about everywhere. And they really get to know you and your brand story, which is what I love. So next we're gonna get into the 3 E's. So the 3 E's are engage, educate, and entertain, because people want these when you get up on stage. So first, you want to grab the audience in 2 to 3 seconds. That's why I like the walk-up song. That's why I like the energy, because you want to pull people in and you want to connect the room, okay? You want to talk to the you. So if you're ever talking on Instagram and doing an Instagram story, I was taught by Buck Wise, who used to work with Cardone Ventures and did this skinny vanilla latte campaign for Starbucks. He walks like this and walks and talks to the you. Instead of, hey guys, you want to talk to that you. So you want to engage on any platform you're on as if you're talking to that you or that avatar. And the walk and talk, okay? Next, you want to educate. So you want to sprinkle in bits of knowledge throughout everything you say. You don't want to just say, hi there, I'm here at the aesthetic show. Look at me, I look so good. You don't want to just say that. You want to sprinkle in knowledge. What is the aesthetic show? What value can you add to people? That's the engaging part of Instagram. You want to entertain, so you want to make it fun, and you want to make it authentic, and you want to make it an experience, because the experience is something that's memorable. When preparation meets opportunity, I love this part. So I have a hard time sleeping every night before I'm giving my talks, especially if I'm giving a new talk. If it's an old talk, I'm fine. But I feel like I'm even dreaming about my presentation. And you want to practice so much that you could talk about your presentation in your sleep and know exactly how you're going to execute it on stage. Because then you won't be as nervous as you would typically be if you don't know what you're going to say. If you don't think you have what it takes, okay, we do something called the R3 assessment for our leadership team. And what this is an assessment where you take a 28-question test and it spits out where you are in your public self, your perceived self, and your private self. And you might be in one quadrant more than the other. The quadrants are driver, influencer, analyzer, stabilizer. If you live more in the lower quadrants, you might be more on that introverted spectrum. And there are things that you can do to pull yourself out of that. If you couldn't guess what I am, I'm more of an influencer. So I love that I'm in that spectrum because it does give me that fearlessness on stage. So all I want to do and say to you guys in closing is to get after it. If you really take your time to study the pros, always bring mentors in to work with you. Whether you're working with someone that's written multiple books, whether you're working with Mark Taggart over here, who's been coaching people now for 20 years, learn from so many different mentors along your journey because you're gonna get little pearls from each and every one of them. And that's what's really incredible because you find out where you can fold that into your personality and your presentations. And I also have a free gift. So I have written a little segment on the 5 steps to elevate your authority. So if you are interested in getting this little document from me, I will email it to you. And you can either DM me on my Instagram or you can email me and I will send you the 5 steps to elevate your authority. And I hope to see you on stage next year. Challenge.